Hi, I'm Brian. I'm a tech entrepreneur and I build loyalty programs for Fortune 500 companies.
And hello, I'm Mike, founder of Fundraising University, and we run successful fundraisers at schools.
5 years ago, Mike and I met and we started working together. Over the last 5 years, what we have both observed are some everyday challenges that are occurring that would be improved with better technology. Today we want to tell you about something new we've done to address those problems that we've observed. Mike, what's the first challenge out there that you think makes a big impact?
Well, one of the big things, Brian, for both the reps and the supporters and the students in the schools is manual entry of order forms. How can we help out with that?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a very natural problem that everybody has every day. So a group of like 20 kids selling something like cookie dough, well, they're told to go out and get 20 names. Well, that's 400 items, orders for somebody to manually enter, whether it's on your team or whether it's on the school's team. That's a lot of work. And if you think that there's 5, first name, last name, email, that's over 1,000 data points for somebody to deal with.
Right.
So with this new platform we talked about, we've really transactionalized that. We've made it so that the order is taken at point of sale, straight into the database. Avoids interpreting of handwriting, avoids some parent volunteers spending 3 hours that night cataloging it all.
No, that's amazing. So would that help us with one of our other big challenges with repeat sales and finding those people and giving those people a chance to support again?
Well, right. So what this does is just by taking it from a manual order entry process to transactionalizing it through a mobile app is we're building a customer list for every group. And so when you have a customer list, it's a very easy and natural thing to say, hey, we're doing this again, everyone. If you want to participate, here's how to do that.
Okay. Yeah, one of the other challenges that we have, Brian, is when the kids go out and ask people to help and support them, the ability to have cash or checks is just being reduced every single year. So we're often asked, hey, can we take payment with a credit card? And we're having to tell them no now, which is hurting the teams and we're losing some sales. How can we help with that?
Well, that makes a lot of sense. I know myself, I really only carry credit cards. Since we're transactionalizing the whole process through an app, we're taking the order up front to avoid manual entry. We're building a database at the same time.
Right.
And just through that process, we're allowing the seller, the student, to say, hey, do you want to pay with cash, check, or credit card?
Right.
And if they say credit card, then that's right there for them, built in, and it's all transactionalized into the app.
Tell me about security on that. My only concern would be as a 16-year-old interacting to transactionalize things, door to door with an adult.
Yeah.
Is that something we can be safe with?
Yeah, it's a great question, and security is everyone's top priority. I know it's really important to us. So we've set this up so that the kid or the seller should never have to touch the credit card. So you simply scan the credit card with the app, which is a secure process provided by the payment processor.
Well, that certainly seems a lot safer than someone giving them your credit card and they walk away at a restaurant. So in terms of donations, we've had a lot of people request us to have a donation platform available to them, but there were just some questions that we couldn't answer as far as compliance. What are ways that we can make that secure and simple for the schools?
Well, yeah, so we talked about physical product sales, going out in the field and selling something.
Right.
And as you know, groups are selling all kinds of things out there to raise money. One of the easiest ways that groups can raise money is through their current network of family and friends. And
right.
A lot of times it's a smart strategy to focus on a high performance product sale and follow it up with, if you didn't get to buy this from us and support us,
right.
Just give us a donation directly.
Is that tax deductible then?
Well, so tax deductible giving really has to do with the tax status of the group. So as long as the group is a registered nonprofit, then yes, it's absolutely tax deductible. And one way we've helped put this together so that you and I are not directly managing money on behalf of these schools,
right.
or even you and I are not discerning who is and who isn't tax deductible.
Right.
We've gone out and we've contracted a third-party foundation
right.
For every single group.
That's amazing. So each school basically has their own, or group or team has their own foundation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know how kids interact today with their phone. Is there any ability to do direct donations that we can provide?
Part of the foundation selection process for us was finding somebody that could do mobile text to give donation campaigns. And this foundation we work with works with the largest national organizations you can imagine.
Wow.
And so every group will have a text to give code that allows them to receive mobile donations directly. Now, the coolest part about this is this deal that we've put together. When a text to give code is sent in, it gets billed to the user's cell phone account.
Okay.
And so it's a very clean and simple process for the user. It has accountability through the cellular carriers with the National Foundation as the money makes its way back to the school.
Can the teams interact with that while they're at a home game or something like that?
Well, yeah, so that's one of the coolest concepts, I think, is that now for live events, it's really easy to do a donation plea.
At a live event?
Yeah, like halftime, MC says, you know, pull out your phones, text "Go Tigers" to 54321 to give $25.
That's amazing.
So we've built this platform to help groups centralize everything under one roof, all in one place. Now, we talked about early on about the customers that care about the kids. Well, you know, if you sold 2,000 tubs of cookie dough as a football team,
right,
that's 2,000 people that you sold it to. And those are not just your customers, they're your customers because they care about you, they care about the community, what they're doing. They're your fans.
right.
And so we are building what we call fan club fundraising, where we're helping these groups work smarter as they're doing their fundraising,
Right.
build a fan base, grow that fan base, and engage that fan base. And so we're delivering an individually branded fan club for every single group, which has third-party accountability with foundation management of funds, all the way to text-to-give numbers for easy, quick mobile giving.
The one part that I'm having trouble reconciling is when people make a direct donation, that feeling that they're not getting anything back. Is there anything that we can do about that so it becomes continual and not just a one-year trend where they gave money?
Yeah, so I mentioned in the beginning that my specialty is really in loyalty programs. And so it's our goal to connect groups with their customers who are really their raving fans. And we want to reward those fans for whatever level of participation they have. So we've built in 3 membership levels with every single fan club. And every team gets to individually decide what 3 rewards go with each membership level.
And do you have to buy anything or do you have to donate to participate as a fan?
Absolutely not. It's free to be a fan. It's always, and it's free to have a fan club.
Right.
And so this is all about connecting the community with these groups.
Right. Well, that's awesome, Brian. I really appreciate that. How do we unleash this to everybody and get this thing out to the community?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we will be working to deliver fan clubs for each group in 2017. We'll hear more about that soon. And I appreciate you taking the time to talk through this with me. We're excited to bring fan club fundraising to all of you. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.